though Cope was victorious, Tez, he's in danger. He's in serious jeopardy here.
Yeah, 2-on-1 situation. Right, well, that's Danielson.
Bryan Danielson, a shot to the back of the head on Christian Cage, the man that Danielson will face this Saturday on Collision. Oh, Luchasaurus, the high kick.
Oh, boy.
Kicking while he's down. What a bum.
Here comes Daddy.
What a bum. Who we got coming now? Oh!
BCC.
That's Claudio Cassidy, the only Wheeler unit of the Blackpool Combat Club, evening up the odds. Things have just completely broken down tonight on Title Tuesday.
And this does not take away from the fact that Copeland gets the win. Here comes
the Mobile Embassy, Gates of Agony now. The team that the BCC will face on Friday night in Swerve Strickland.
He faced Danielson earlier, has a vested interest.
This has come completely unglued.
What an incredible night this has been on Title Tuesday.
It's been a great night, amazing night.
And look at this, a preview of what we'll see this Saturday night on Collision.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Copeland for that win.
Oh, wait a second now, Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, Page is not enough framed it yet. He came hobbling out here with that knee.
And Swerve Strickland picking up right where they left off. As now this is bedlam.
Oh, we're going nuts in Kansas City.
Spear by Copeland. Christian Cage, he's tapping out to the lapel lock. Yeah. Will this be the scene? Will this be the scene? This Saturday at Collision, special 7 p.m. start time. Christian Cage, Bryan Danielson, one-on-one for the TNT Championship. We'll see you Friday night at Rampage. Don't let go.
Yo, party people, what is up? It's your boy, the best gabber in the biz. Oh boy, what a Tuesday night that it was. First off, before I get started on the Dynamite review, I hope whatever you watch tonight, whether it was Dynamite, whether it was NXT, whether it was some of both, a lot of both, whatever, I genuinely hope you enjoyed it. This is by far the best era of pro wrestling ever, with two top-tier companies in AEW and WWE ready to give us the best wrestling matches and moments that will come now and for years and years to come. Now, in terms of what happened on Dynamite, so much awesome stuff. Adam Copeland and Luchasaurus tear it down in the main event. Swerve and Danielson put on a master class. MJF, Jay White hits a new level as they gear up for their match at Full Gear. Our international ruler, Orange Cassidy, has returned to the promised land. He is the new international champion. Hobbs destroys Jericho, and Hikaru Shida, 3-time AEW Women's World Champion. Guys, don't worry. Everything that happened here on Dynamite tonight, this amazing historic episode, you're going to hear about it right here, right now. So get ready to like and subscribe, because the newest episode to get to Gabe covering this dope-ass Dynamite starts about right now. Alright guys, so first let's talk about how we kicked off the show. First off, we went at least like 45 minutes into the program, 0 commercials, all action, and it was great. And we got it kicked off with Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson for the first time ever. And damn it, did we love when we swerve, when we drive in the mouth of the American Dragon's fire, bro. Let's go. Match-wise, an absolute masterpiece as we expected. God, this match could be done a million times with any different result, and we would be seriously pleased and seriously grateful for what we had gotten. In the end, Bryan Danielson now moves on to this Saturday's Collision to face Father of the Century, Christian Cage, greatest TNT champion of all time, for the TNT Championship. But as for Swerve, it's looking like his feud with Hangman Adam Page is not over just yet. It's looking like he and Hangman are going to be feuding going into Full Gear once again. I feel like that match needs some sort of stipulation. Don't get me wrong, we can see him run it back in a straight up singles match and we'll still be satisfied, but I feel like we're going to have some sort of stipulation to really put this to bed. And honestly, I feel like Swerve's just finna beat Hangman again. I feel like Swerve's going to put it in a position where he just has Hangman's number. But hey, I could end up being wrong. Point is, though, we still have Christian Cage, Bryan Danielson on the horizon, and the continuation of the Swerve Hangman feud. Two awesome stories that we are running with, not just this week, but going into Full Gear, that are going to be absolute bangers. ladies and gentlemen, I said it last week when Powerhouse Hobbs was officially brought into the Don Callis family. This family is now even more dangerous than ever. Who the hell is going to stop them? And I'm saying it again. Who the hell is going to stop the Don Callis family? Who the hell is going to stop Powerhouse Hobbs? In just 2 weeks, they have made him an absolute freaking monster that we knew he could be here in the main event scene. He didn't just beat Chris Jericho. He didn't just even just squash him. He basically did. He kicked his ass. He hit like 5 or 6 spine busters and like 2 like world's strongest slam like slams onto the mat to pin him 1, 2, 3. Jericho had a couple things of offense, but it weren't enough. Jericho got absolutely mauled tonight. It wasn't even close. So, dudes, watch out. Powerhouse Hobbs, he is really going to be putting in those new chapters, writing new verses, words in that book of destruction. The book of Hobbs. Because, man, dude, he's just going to be on a straight up warpath here in AEW. Quick side note, though. We noticed this a couple weeks ago. I pointed out Daniel Garcia. He went to the back. He's having a little bit of stuff with his, former JAS members and, Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and Cool Angelo Parker. He's looking like he's starting to split off from him. And he went to try to go check on Jericho before Daddy Magic, not with his nipples totally soft because of this, saying, dude, don't get sucked back in this. What are you doing? It's because Daniel Garcia, who is even close to a babyface run because of his awesome dance moves and getting over with the audience, he's going to side with Chris Jericho ultimately in this feud against the Don Callis family. And we're ultimately going to see the Sammy Guevara, Daniel Garcia part of this feud, which will totally slap. And it'll definitely go a lot better than Chris Jericho's efforts against Powerhouse Hobbs, because that was just straight up brutal. Ladies and gentlemen, it was called Title Tuesday for a reason. Titles galore. We saw the AEW Women's World Title on the line. Hikaru Shida versus Saraya, and Orange Cassidy taking the spot of Jon Moxley because he was not 100% medically cleared. Mad props for AEW waiting, taking their time, not rushing him back. And he fighting Rey Fenix for the International Championship. And we crowned not 1, but 2 new champions. Orange Cassidy made a little bit more sense because Rey Fenix is banged up. He is. That's why the match was probably like 7-8 minutes, but fast-paced action, hard-hitting, and absolutely great to where we were glued to the edge of our seats for it. 1 orange punch after a lot of great offense, and boom, 1, 2, 3. Our international ruler of the world has returned. Orange Cassidy, the first ever 2-time, I said 2-time AEW international champion. Technically, he's held his belt 3 times because he was all-in champion, transferred into the international champion, and now he's the international champion again. So technically, he's champion 3 times now. Freaking amazing. But even more shocking for me, and probably a lot of us, but again, no one's really having any problems with it. Hikaru Shida is now once again the AEW Women's World Champion. She is now the first ever 3-time AEW Women's World Champion, basically cementing herself as the Moxley in terms of champions in this company, because those are the only 2 man and woman to hold the respective world titles on 3 separate occasions. Honestly, I think it's really cool for Shida. It kind of destroys the whole Saraya Mercedes Moné feud over the AEW World Title that I thought we were going to have. Maybe they'll still have that somewhere down the line, but it will not be for the AEW Women's World Championship. That honor now goes to Hikaru Shida. I'm very curious to what they do with this reign. Maybe we should actually hold it longer this time. So we'll see how it goes, but straight up, congratulations to Hikaru Shida, new AEW Women's World Champion, but especially congratulations. We're running it back because it was so nice. We're going to do it twice to our glorious, fantastic, spectacular, fantabulous international ruler of the world, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Guys, Hangman Page, Jay White tonight was absolutely incredible, but the result stays the same. Hangman and Page is now 0-4 against Bang Bang Gang leader, not Gang Gang Bang, Renee. Oh my god, that was seriously funny. Bullet Club Gold's leader, Switchblade, Jay White, guns up, baby. Now, it did come with some assistance from Prince Nana because, he wanted to get back at Hangman for getting involved in Swerve's business. But doesn't change the fact Jay White gets a dub. Match was super dope. But that was not the end of it. MJF came out. He said, I want my Triple B back. And dude, he gave one of his best promos to date. And these guys really stepped it up leading into their match at Full Gear. And they made the announcement from Juice Robinson himself. There will be a Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal opportunity for the winner to face MJF for that Dynamite Diamond Ring at the Philly show, October 25th. Let's go. I'm pretty sure I heard that right, so let's go. Side note, I honestly think, crazy as it might be for it to finally happen, I can honestly straight up see someone other than MJF finally holding that Dynamite Diamond Ring. Bulko Gold's been doing great with this whole run since they've all come together with the guns. So I can honestly see Juice Robinson taking that Dynamite Diamond Ring and just being a whole freaking character with it. And so, like, we've never actually had this much of a realistic chance to see someone else hold that Dynamite Diamond Ring. So it's crazy. And plus, Max is not going to lose the world title, so I think he's going to lose something. I think he's going to lose that Dynamite Diamond Ring to Rockhard Juice Robinson at the Philly show in a couple weeks. That match will be amazing. But don't worry, Max. You're still going to walk out with that AEW World Championship. And don't worry. You know you got your best buddies, the acclaimed Rap Master Caster, the Sultan of Scissor, Anthony Bowens, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn to come help you out because, Maxie's best buddy, Max Caster loves to say, he really does love him when Max plays hard to get. Adam! No, we know it's not your fault. You're not picking up your phone. Ryan's got you doing all this shit. Don't worry, Max. Cole, your main Chacho, still has your back. But don't worry, the Acclaimed's ready to scissor you and have your back every single step of the way. So don't worry, buddy. But until then, right now, still in possession of the AEW World title is Switchblade Jay White. And for me, I think the next Dynamite Diamond Ring winner, Rockhard Juice Robinson, a Bulko Gold. And if you're not down with that, we simply just got 2 words for you. Guns up! Ladies and gentlemen, we closed out this incredible night of Dynamite with Adam Copeland's in-ring AEW debut against the right hand of destruction, Luchasaurus. But not before Christian Cage pulled a double-duty menace job both in the beginning of the show and right towards the end, being a straight-up menace, being the greatest TNT champion of all time, being the father of the century, just being himself. Yo, Beth, don't worry. Christian's already on his way there to come take care of you and Lyric and Ruby. So make sure those sheets are changed because, might be getting down to some business tonight after your husband decided to embarrass our champion tonight. But, okay, in all seriousness, Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus was super dope. It was solid. The spear off the steps was great. The ending was fantastic. And in the end, Adam Copeland gets the win in his AEW debut. First of many incredible matches that he's going to have over his AEW career here against countless talent. But Christian Cage always has a plan. So, Adam, don't think you got the upper hand just yet. Because every time you think you have Christian Cage figured out, every time you think you have an answer to solve that problem, he just changes the question, retains his title, and continues to be the greatest thing in pro wrestling today, like he says. And closed out Dynamite in an incredible way. Whole freaking brawl to end the show. Danielson showing up to make Christian Cage tap out in the middle of the ring. Nick Wayne getting involved, and that led to the BCC, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta coming out. Hangman coming to beat down the Gates of Agony. And Swerve Strickland. Weird to see BCC and Hangman actually working together after all the stuff they went through this year. But it happened, and it truly was an awesome, chaotic way to end the show. Attitude Era SmackDown-esque too, and an absolutely incredible night here on Dynamite. But the main point to take away from here, Christian is the greatest TNT champion of all time. He's the father of the century. He's going to beat Bryan Danielson in an absolute classic this Saturday night. And he's just that damn good. So call him, Beth. Call him. Alright, you guys. That is Dynamite. We are Dunskies. Put it in the rear view mirror. We're done. We are not done for the week, though, my friends. Oh, no, sir. The road to Crown Jewel is still underway. John Cena and LA Knight, will be on SmackDown this Friday night. See what the roads lead to next. Are they still going to be colliding with the Bloodline? Could Cena have a feud with Solo Sikoa upcoming in Saudi Arabia? Could LA Knight, finally go for the Kingpin himself, Roman Reigns, for the Undisputed Universal title? Could AJ Styles come back to try to get payback on the Bloodline as well? And speaking of our tribal chief, we all acknowledge you. He is coming back to SmackDown this Friday for the first time since the post-SmackDown episode of SummerSlam to address, like I said on the last episode, all the craziness with the Judgment Day reunion, Jimmy Uso acting like he's still in the Bloodline, and all the crazy crap that has been going on since he has been away. It's the season premiere. Triple H is showing up. Pretty Deadly, yes boy, is back in action. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss that. You're also not going to miss shows like Crown Jewel, Full Gear, and Survivor Series board games, all coming up later this fall. And most importantly, you're not going to want to miss what your boy, the best gabber in the biz, has to say after these shows. So guys, again, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed whatever you watched tonight. If it was one or the other or both, it's a great time to be a pro wrestling fan. Best pro wrestling era ever. Thank you, Papa H, Shawn Michaels, and thank you, Tony Khan. But despite all this, remember that when it comes to talking wrestling, who better to gab with than your boy Gabe right here. So keep liking and keep subscribing. Until then, you guys, I will see you after SmackDown this Friday night to see how we get things started on the Blueprint on the road to Crown Jewel and what happens when the Tribal Chief returns. Deuces, party peoples. I'll see y'all Friday.